always a winner.
Welcome to Lifestyle Buzz Today with Orlando. Fresh, innovative, entertaining talk about topics we are all in one way or another involved with. And now, here's your host, Orlando Burgos.
Hello, world, and what a beautiful world it is. So much to see and enjoy. What do most people of us do in America here? Keep talking about the boring Mueller report. Stop it, okay, enough. Whichever way you swing politically is your business. The fact is that we are all here together in America, in a beautiful country that has a lot of opportunity, a lot of beauty to share with all of us, and we're not really moving forward. We're just like stuck in a rut. So my opinion, cool it. Don't overdo it with the thing. Don't overthink. Don't let a lot of news people throw you in a direction that only they know which direction it is they want to send you to. Think. That is one of the things that we in America promise all of our citizens, is the opportunity to be your own boss, your own personality, to pursue your own dream, not to be told what to dream. So, my opinion, stop it. There's going to be changes at one point or another. Everybody's going to get their favorite president at the White House. Why rush it? It's going to happen in its own sweet time, so we might as well just knock it off, all right? Or there will be corner for you, all right? I passed that edict right there. No, I don't believe in wasting time. I've always been one that deals with efficiency. And I think really to over-chew on the same piece of chewing gum, all it does is just take all the flavor away. What you're going to end up with is a waxy tasting piece of nothing that eventually you're going to swallow, it's going to upset your stomach, and it's going to send you to the doctor. So why do that? Just enjoy. Look outside. Open a window. Smell the fresh air. Roll down the window from those cars of yours, okay? Stop living in a tube with air conditioning. Enjoy, smell, listen to the noise on the streets. This is our country. This is our world. Our Earth, our planet, our universe, and it all belongs to all of us, okay? So enjoy it, protect it, have a good time. With us today, Mr. Phil Englander.
Good morning.
How's it going?
It's good. How are you?
Man, you know what? I get so worked up about certain things because I've been through so many things. I mean, my life has been complete from one end to the other. I've seen the horrors of war. I've seen the joys of victory, the great business flourishing, business that went south. I mean, it's been full. It's been exciting. But one of the things that I've always learned is the fact that we need to really talk about it. We need to not let it fester within us. We need to share, listen to people talking to us. And with that in mind, we'll be right back. Oh, well. My signals. I'm a bad baseball player. I didn't get this quite. With us is Miss Erica on the board, and she's doing a good job. Anyway, we'll be back in a couple of seconds.
What are you going to do with your old car? You can try selling it, you could junk it, or you could donate it to Heritage for the Blind. Your car will be towed away for free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats. It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not. It will be towed away for free, and you'll be supporting those that need help. Heritage for the Blind is a nonprofit organization that helps the visually impaired live fuller lives. Call right now to donate your car, and as a special thank you for calling, you'll receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to many exciting locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now, 1-800-785-9618. Donating is easy, and your vehicle is towed away for free. Plus, you'll get a free vacation voucher. Call now, 1-800-785-9618. That's 1-800-785-9618.
All right, this is Orly here with you at Lifestyle Buzz at the mighty CRN. And today we're going to be talking several topics of import, insurance, financial stability, financial planning, many things for which Mr. Englander here is an expert on. And it's all about being protected, forging a good future for you. And what's going on? We have an empty chair here.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Anyway, while we're getting this all set up here, you are into insurance and the finances that involve protection.
Correct.
Whatnot. But you are also you're also a businessman.
Correct.
You have a family, you have children.
I do.
Okay.
Wife and 2
So
kids.
today I see this may not be directly related to the insurance and the financial planning that you guys take care of, but it is also part of the financial picture that we also need to look forward to, I guess,
It's true.
or aim for.
Right.
Statistics. 70% of the millennials, ages 18 to 32, still depend on parents in order to make it in today's economy. By the same token, the same number, 52%, are already declaring that they don't see themselves being able to move forward. There seems to be a created dependency here. From your standpoint as a businessman, and one that talks about life insurance and aspects of protecting the future, are we talking about this group here in particular, or are we talking about the children that we see protecting?
Well, I think, Orlando, it's across the board. I deal with several people. And when we talk about financial planning, most people think of investments, stocks, bonds, mutual funds. When I talk about financial planning, I'm talking about protecting the assets you already have.
Okay.
We talk about liability. Liability is a huge thing, whether it be from your car and driving, whether it be from your home, whether it be from riding your bicycle. People have liability. People, unfortunately, are looking to find ways that they want to take what you have. I think when we talk about millennials, they're a very interesting group of individuals. They're not as socially involved as their parents were. It's harder to connect with them.
Yes.
But yet they are that future. We find a lot of them don't drive. They don't want to drive. I don't know if it's the fear of having control of a large object such as an automobile, or if it's they have too much dependency on their family. And I hate to say it, I think that's where rideshare companies have become so popular because of the millennials. We find that they're getting their driver's licenses much later in life.
Yes.
18, 20, 25 years old, new drivers. Part of that was because when you and I were in school, we had driver's ed.
Yeah.
It's not offered today.
Well, we had shop, we had driver's ed, we had
a lot of life skills.
We grew up with, like you say, normal. Well, I don't know what the word normal fits here, but we had skills that were useful for every day. I have a story that really cracks people up. The other day, I live up in the hills, and it's been a while, but anyway, I was coming down the hill, and this guy is flagging me, flagging everybody, but like, when I came up, he goes, "Hey man, do you have AAA?" And I go, "Yes, I do." I'm going like, this is a strange question, Then I noticed his car had a flat tire. It's big, it's like a Ford SUV, had a flat tire. And so I said, "What's going on?" "Oh man, can you lend me your card because my tire went flat?" And I go, "Don't you have a spare?" "Oh yeah." The guy is standing on the road begging to use somebody else's AAA card while with a bag of McDonald's picking from it. This is a guy that I would say probably is 26, 25 in that area. So I said, "Let's whip out that old spare tire." I said, "Let's change it." "Oh, no, hey, man, come on, man. I don't do that." I go, "Oh, but you don't want to you don't know how, or what's the story?" "Well, I mean, how difficult can it be? I just don't want to." "Oh, okay. All right. Well, yes, I do have my AAA card." I pulled it out of my wallet. I said, "But you're not going to get to use it." I said, "Because you know what? I work hard to pay for this card. And I know how to change a tire if I have to. You learn right now." The guy flipped me off. He went on a rampage. He was like, And I'm going like, that is a bleak future in my point of view. These people that are very dependent on things. We use insurance company, like you say, we're realistic about the fact that I hope that what we pay insurance for never happens.
Correct. It's, we all think about automobile insurance, we think about homeowners insurance because someone's told us we have to have it, whether it be the government and says you have to have auto insurance, or your mortgage company says you have to have homeowners insurance. But we don't think about those assets in protecting them. Often I get phone calls saying, "I need full coverage." And I asked them, "Well, what does full coverage mean to you?" And they said, "Well, what do I need to have?" I said, "Well, the state says you need to have 15, 30, and 5. But limits can go as high as $1 million and even higher. So what's full coverage for you? What is the minimum I need?" And that's the thought process most people have. And if you consider the expenses today, unfortunately, a few months back, my son had to visit the emergency room. We were there for 3 hours. The bill was nearly $10,000.
Oh yeah.
So imagine if you're in an automobile accident and an ambulance shows up and it has to take you or somebody else because you're at fault in that accident to the hospital. Imagine what that ambulance ride, the fire department, the police department, they're all going to bill you.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, I have to tell you one thing, that I had a personal experience 3 years ago where I was broadsided coming out of the 118 and on Topanga Canyon. It put me in the hospital in intensive care for, I don't know, 3 months. I mean, a long time. Long time. And let's continue. Are we done? Okay. It was very traumatic. And I'll tell you more about the story when we come back. But the fact is that it was very a scary process, not only because of the accident itself, but because of the anticipated costs of what was going on.
And that adds to the stress of trying to recover.
Oh, you know what? I mean, we need insurance. That's all I got to say. We'll be right back.
Were you scammed into signing a timeshare contract? And did you miss the part that said you have to pay for your great idea? Not only for the rest of your life, but when you're not here anymore, you get to pass this turkey onto your family for them to pay for the rest of their lives. Thanks, Dad. Don't burden your family down the road, and don't be stuck with expensive timeshare payments forever. Get out of your bad idea timeshare contract guaranteed, or pay nothing. Call Resort Release today and learn for free how their timeshare exit team can help you legally exit your timeshare contract. They've helped thousands of people, and they're A+ rated with a BBB. So if you feel scammed, get mad and get out of your expensive timeshare contract right now, guaranteed. Call NOW.
800-716-9903. 800-716-9903. 800-716-9903. That's 800-716-9903.
This is the Entertainment Answer. This Is Us star Chrissy Metz gives one of her most emotional performances yet in the faith-driven film Breakthrough. When her 14-year-old son drowns in a lake, a faithful mother prays for him to come back from the brink of death and be healed.
And my son can hear you whether you believe it or not. From now on, I don't want anybody saying anything negative about his prognosis in this room.
Breakthrough, rated PG, in theaters April 17th. For This Entertainment Answer, I'm Matt Mungle.
Hi everyone, this is Fred Dreyer telling you about my favorite Italian restaurant. It's Angelo's and Vinci's in Fullerton, California. Angelo's and Vinci's has the best pasta, the best seafood, the best salad, spaghetti, lasagna, and the most incredible pizza. And the chicken is delicious. Marsala, piccata, cacciatore, parmigiana, and more. For desserts, try our spumoni or our tiramisu, my favorite, flown in fresh from Italy. And the cannolis and the zeppolis are out of this world. Open for lunch and dinner. And don't miss the Sunday champagne brunch, just $23.95. Are you kidding me? It's all up the road from Disneyland at 550 North Harbor Boulevard in Fullerton, California. Angelo's and Vinci's, like Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci. Call 714-879-4022 or visit us online at angeloandvincis.com.
What do the 4 stages of cancer really mean? Do you know how much cancer you actually have? Have you been diagnosed with cancer? What does that really mean? Are you paralyzed by your diagnosis? Go to www.testingcancer.com. Get the answers to what you're trying to resolve. Go to testingcancer.com. Take the cancer assessment. Discover a better way to evaluate cancer levels. Go to testingcancer.com.
You. All right, we are back again, and I was chatting with Phil here about the accident that I had. That at the end of the run, I mean, over $500,000. Mm-hmm. Now the lady who hit me was actually with State Farm, and she had minimum. But the funny thing is that she is a very wealthy woman. She has a lot of properties in Ventura and Simi. Mm-hmm. And the only thing is that the lawyers will get involved in it, and they go, well, trying to get that. Oh my God, it's a time. I had great insurance, which took care of everything, took care of my car. What I got from State Farm was $15,000. And the lawyer says, no, you keep it, because he didn't do anything. But the fact is that it was a lucky shot for me that I had great coverage. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, I would be paying the broken dishes, more or less, broken bones. Broken
right,
dishes.
For something that you didn't do, something that somebody else did to you. And that's part of the protection. It's part of protecting your assets. If you can imagine, if you didn't have the proper coverage and neither did the other party, what could you have had at stake? Losing your home? Losing your business?
Yeah. Going
into debt for something that you had no part in? I mean, you were just the innocent victim. So when we talk about protecting assets, we talk about having the right limits of liability, having the proper limits of uninsured motorist coverage. That's that part that probably help protect you. So if you've got someone that's either uninsured or underinsured,
Right.
your insurance kicks in to take care of that additional amount for you. Putting an umbrella policy on your home and your auto to really protect those people in your home. In the state of California, if you're found at fault and you're not properly insured and the other party still has expenses, your wages can be garnished for up to 20 years.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir. 20% or 20 years. And who wants to pay that kind of debt just for saving a few dollars monthly not to be properly insured? And I have to admit, even before becoming a State Farm agent, I was probably overinsured. And then I realized you can never be overinsured. You can never have enough protection because whatever you have, somebody else out there wants it from you. And you have to protect that.
It's like that in life, anything. I mean, you know what? Somebody told me many years ago when I first started my first business. He goes, "Oh, you're going to go in? Oh, well, congratulations. Have you got your shirt yet?" And I go like, "Well, what are we talking about? What shirt?" He says, "The one with the target in the back." And you know what? The motto there was that it's true. Whenever you have an idea, you want to grow your wealth, you want to grow your potential, whatever, somebody is on the other side figuring out how to reach into your end of the deal and take it away. I mean, it's nature. You can't fight it. You can't be angry about it all the time. I mean, you just recognize it and take care of business. Do whatever you think is best to protect it.
And that's the truth. Another large part of our business is life insurance.
Okay.
And that's something people don't like to talk about because we never want to discuss our mortality. Because, to our kids, we're Superman. Yeah. We're not going anywhere. We're invincible. But things happen. And just like this automobile accident you had, what if it had gone the other way and you didn't survive?
Yeah.
Your family depends on your income. Your family depends on you emotionally. What would have looked like to them had you not walked away from that accident or recovered from that accident?
Right.
So you have those expenses. And I try to impress upon young people, the millennials, to get life insurance when they can afford it, when it is cost effective for them to have that protection. And the story I hear is, well, I don't have a family, or I don't have anything to protect right now, but you will. And do it now while you can afford it, where it becomes habit to protect yourself.
That word that you just said, habit, is something that is a very key term if you want to survive life as a happy person. Because one of the things that happens is that people sometimes take for granted that somebody's going to take care of things for you.
Correct.
Doesn't happen.
And you have to rely on yourself first.
First, you have to rely on yourself before you can actually recognize that somebody can help you. So, all right. More to come, folks. Stay tuned. Pencil and pen ready. Pencil and paper ready. Take notes. We'll be right back.
Hi, everybody. Michael Horn from CRNTalk.com. We provide you with the best in talk radio. 8 channels of talk radio, from radio on the left, radio on the right, sports talk, business talk, religious talk, Spanish talk, you name it, we've got talk radio for you. All at CRNTalk.com. Well, now we'll bring you video as well as audio. That's right. Watch your favorite shows like The Robert Conrad Show, The Fred Dreyer Program, What's Cooking Today, What's Cooking on Wine, The Lounge, and so many other shows in video right at our website, CRNTalk.com. You can also watch us on Roku. Just search CRN Talk, and you can watch us on Roku on any TV anywhere in the world. Also on Facebook Live. Go to facebook.com/CRN Digital Talk. Facebook.com/CRN Digital Talk. Roku, search CRN Talk. Check us out on Tiki Live and at CRNTalk.com. Video for you talk fans, all from CRN Talk.
Trying to sell your old car? Instead, donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind. Pickup is free and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats, whether they run or not. Call right now and receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to over 50 locations. Call 1-800-785-9618. Donate your car today. That's 1-800-785-9618.
CRN listeners, when you come to Southern California, stop by a great restaurant, the Dresden Restaurant at 1760 North Vermont Avenue in Hollywood. Enjoy great entertainment, like the music of the legendary Marty and Elaine at the world-famous Dresden Restaurant. The Dresden was a location for the making of the movie Swingers. Now you can swing with stars Marty and Elaine. Plus, enjoy great food, too, like French onion soup, artichoke hearts, and many other great appetizers. Seafood, there's salmon, shrimp scampi, New Zealand orange roughy, halibut, Lake Superior whitefish, and specialties like veal, marsala, piccata, and parmigiana. Plus, we've got a great roast rack of lamb, chicken piccata, and cordon bleu, and pasta dishes, too. Steaks, filet, New York, Chateaubriand for two. Much more, too, including pork chops, prime rib of beef, and an incredibly extra large cut of prime rib. It's the Dresden Restaurant, open for lunch Monday through Saturday and dinner Monday through Sunday. Check us out at 1760 North Vermont Avenue or call 323-665-4294.
We are the debt destroyer. Any debt you have, credit card, tax, student loan debt, call now to get our free report that tells you how to destroy your debt. It's a great resource. Plus, when you make this free call right now, we'll have a debt destroyer expert ready to help you. They can show you how they can help you destroy your debt and get your life back on track. Debt problems don't have to be overwhelming. You can live stress-free and debt-free. Credit cards, medical bills, IRS tax problems, even student loan debt. Learn about free programs offered by the credit card companies, hospitals, and even the government that can help you slash your debt. Call right now for free information, including our Debt Destroyer Guide, a $300 value, yours free. Call right now.
800-515-6348. 800-515-6348. That's 800-515-6348.
CRN listeners, take CRN with you on the road, on your smartphone. Yes, now you can enjoy CRN right on the convenience of your smartphone. Just dial this phone number, pound 250. That's pound 250. Don't text it. It's a phone call. Pound 250 and hit send. When they ask you for the keyword, say CRN Talk, and our app will be loaded automatically to your phone free of charge. Dial pound 250 and hit send, and then say CRN Talk, and get CRN on your smartphone today.
Love my bumper music, I gotta tell you, it just gets me going. We are back. This is Lifestyle Buzz with your friend Orly and my pal Phil Englander here. And we're talking insurance, we're talking financial planning, we're talking looking into the future for protection. And the strange thing is that it's a very necessary topic to put out there with the hopes that you never get to use it. Is that kind of strange?
You know what? You used to be in the auto industry, and we used to sell extended warranties.
Yeah.
And people would ask me, do I need to buy the extended warranty? And I said, listen, if you buy it, chances are you'll never use it.
Yeah.
If you don't buy it, that's when you're going to need it. And I look at the same way with insurance. Again, I don't think you can ever be overinsured.
Right.
Because you can never anticipate the unexpected or what's to happen in the future. So it's important that you talk with your insurance agent, that you make sure that everything you have worked so hard to obtain or things you plan on obtaining in the future are protected today.
That is a very strong point that you're saying. And the reason why I find it interesting is because you're a lot younger than I am.
Not much, but a few years.
But we're above the millennial age.
Correct.
Way above.
Correct.
And one of the things that has happened is that we were raised a little bit different. Our parents, we recognized our parents struggling to make ends meet. We recognized that they, maybe in some cases, they had 2 jobs, or the hardship they went to get a bigger television. We were taught to appreciate. Okay? Now, our own people, our own age brackets, as we came up, we started changing the rules in many cases. Because I know for a fact, like with me, I'm from the hippie generation. I was a long hair, big mustache, whatever, totally obnoxious type of a guy. And when my kids were born, when my daughters were born, I said, hey, man, nobody's going to spank my child like I got spanked. Well, you know what? We created that feathery feeling towards our kids. In some cases, when they started growing up, we started kind of changing the rules on them a little bit. But these same kids, as they grew up and they had their own families, they started mollycoddling their kids even more. Now, today, by government rules or whatever, where we used to push our kids, now you need to get a job, and you need to get your own insurance, and you need to get whatever. Now kids are used to the fact that, well, I'm insured with mommy and daddy until 26 or whatever. Well, Mom, I don't have money to pay myself. I need a cell, Mom. And not only a cell, but it's got to be an Apple, the latest quality, with all the toys, and they have game players of the, because they have to be up with Joey and Johnny and all that. And parents themselves have created this dependency. Am I looking at it?
No. So what we end up dealing with is especially when you get younger adults that are looking for insurance. They want the minimum.
Okay.
Just tell me what's required. What do I have to have? And even though increasing that is not expensive, they look at, well, if I spend on that, what am I losing? What am I taking away? I can't get my coffee in the morning. I can't go out with my friends on the weekend. I can't spend money on this or that or those. And but they're not looking at it in a financial aspect from protection. They're looking at a financial aspect from their pocketbook. What am I going to lose out on? If they're renting, they don't see the value in renter's insurance. But they don't realize that if somebody comes and trips and falls on their property, they have that responsibility, even if they're just the renter. They don't realize that if they do something to somebody else, they tap a bumper, they hit somebody in a parking lot, a bicyclist, God forbid. There's all these things around us that increase our liability, and they don't understand that. When we talk about life insurance and they want to shut that conversation off, I'm like, it's not because you're going to use it anytime soon, but it's going to help plan and build some wealth for you. It's going to build some financial security for your children. Get it while you're young. Don't wait till you have kids and you have a home and you have all these other mounting expenses, and then you can't afford what really is going to protect those assets. Get those habits today while you're young, while you don't have the responsibilities and the obligations.
The thing that I see, though, is that the ones that you're trying to explain about, and that are sometimes negative about accepting these responsibilities and these habits, are the first ones to jump on the opportunity, if they get tapped, to take away the whatever, take up advantage of the coverage that other people have.
Correct.
They're the first ones to get a brace for their necks. I mean, whatever.
Right, because they watch it on television. They see the attorneys that come on that got me $1 million for my car accident, or they got me this, or they got me that. And so I think it's when they get in an accident, it's an opportunistic. It's an opportunity for them to try to go after the other party, but they never think about what if it's them in that position.
Oh yeah, no. The people never think of self. It's always, it'll happen to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Now, one of the things that I see also is that because our generations are getting older, the responsible generations, or the ones who think a little bit more square, more or less, are getting older and leaving us and whatever. These new generations are the main bulk of the consumer, So is a place like State Farm, a company like State Farm, trying to reach out to these people in a different way, or are they? We're adjusting their standards lower.
We're not adjusting our standards, but we're finding new ways to reach out to them. We're embracing the internet. We're embracing ways to communicate digitally, which is the way they want to, but realizing that we're still available to have that one-on-one conversation to guide them.
All right, hold that thought right there, because I got the signal, the wrong signal. But anyway, this is so cool. We'll be right back. Hold that thought.
I will.
We're going to come right back.
I'm holding. Embracing it.
You don't have to hold.
The smartest way for you to get the lowest prices on your plane tickets, domestic or international, is to call SmartFares first or last, but you've got to call us before you book your plane tickets. Fly anywhere in the world, fly anywhere in the U.S., and SmartFares can save you up to 75% on your plane tickets. We have the lowest airline ticket prices on over 500 airlines, and you've got a great 12-hour free cancellation window. Plus, with our live agent help, you can always get fast help and fast answers. So on your next trip, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, how about right now? Pick up your phone and call SmartFares, plus save up to 75% on your plane reservation. So call right now. 800-915-2644. 800-915-2644. 800-915-2644. 800-915-2644.
If Ernest Hemingway was alive today, would he say this to you?
Shakespeare, Mark Twain, Edgar Allan Poe, all great writers. And after reading your book, I simply must add you to the list.
Wait, you don't have a book yet, so make a free call to Page Publishing. Their expert staff can help you turn your book idea into a real book, a masterpiece that could someday make the bestseller list in hard copy and digitally all across the world. Page Publishing can help you completely take your idea for a book, write it, and publish it. So if you want to join the ranks of some of the most famous authors in the world, call now for a free information kit. Turn your book idea into publishing gold. Make a free call right now to Page Publishing.
800-378-3212. 800-378-3212. 800-378-3212. That's 800-378-3212.
Back again. Show's moving right along. Well, I tell you, we're having so much fun here. You were saying?
It's part of the reason I became a State Farm agent is because we're in the community.
Okay.
We're here to talk to people, to guide them. Whether they follow our advice or not, I really get my pleasure out of sitting down with people, especially younger people, and hoping to give them some ideas and some direction to plan their future. Because a lot of times I find that this is not a conversation their parents had with them on how to protect them, how to protect their assets and their families or their future families. And so it's more than just being your agent. It's really trying to guide you. More recently, I mentioned one of the biggest parts of the products we offer is life insurance. Mm-hmm. I recently had a very close friend of mine, 30 years old, who had come to me and said that he needs to review his life insurance. And I said, you know what, that's a great thing. Let's go ahead and do that. And I went over to he was a new business owner in Simi Valley. And I went and visited him. And we sat down, we talked about his needs and what was important to him. And it was really making sure that his kids had protection. He has two younger boys. We went ahead, we completed a life insurance policy for him, and tragically, he was killed at the borderline back on November 7th. It was the same day that I'd written that life insurance policy for him. But I had solace in knowing that we had done something so important to protect his children, because his family depended on him. He had no idea that was going to happen that night. Yeah. He had no idea what he was walking into or stepping into. And that's why it's so important. Like I said, it's not something you ever plan on using. But if you do, you want to make sure that those insurance products that you've purchased are there to do their job.
You get the feeling sometimes that, because I happen to be in the travel business also. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I tell people, no, this is the best way to go for you is this way. And I know from experience what I'm talking about and what I'm trying to provide these people with. Mm-hmm. You talk insurance, you talk future planning, the whole thing. There are times when the people you're talking to look at you like, oh, God, man, you're putting your hands in my wallet, you know, when it's actually the opposite completely.
Correct.
What we're trying to do as business people in separate businesses, but people business, okay? We're trying to give the customer the option of doing a lot better.
Correct.
Enjoying their time better.
Correct.
You provide protection. I provide fun times away while protecting them at the same time. So a lot of people don't understand that when we talk, it's not like we're selling a loaf of bread that they can buy at any store. We're buying something very unique that we are offering. We're actually selling a safety net.
Correct. You know, and I can offer the minimums, right? I can offer the state minimum required insurance for somebody. But am I really doing them a service by not sitting there and explaining to them the pros and the cons? Am I doing them a service by not giving them my time to tell them this is really what I recommend?
That's basically one of the things actually that people don't understand. That
excuse me,
bless you. One of the things that we sell is our talent for having done our research on what is better for the circumstances.
Correct.
So for some reason, have people become a little bit more skeptical for one particular reason or another? I mean, you feel that you have to sell a little bit harder?
You do, because people, excuse me, excuse me, getting over a cold. You do, because people, they want to spend the minimum amount and get the maximum protection that they possibly can. Sometimes those don't go hand in hand. And you may have to spend a little bit more to get that protection. You may have to spend a little bit more to make sure that when you go out and have fun, you can sleep at night knowing that you're protected, that you have the coverages you need.
Yeah.
Will it be a little bit more expensive? Of course it will.
Yeah.
But in the long run, you know you've got that safety net around you and your loved ones and your family.
See, one of the things that happens is that expenses go up and up and up, and I mean, you can't help that.
Correct.
But one of the things that happens is that also the consumer sometimes settles on, well, I'm making X amount of dollars, and that is the top limit for me. People don't go out there and say, well, yeah, things are going higher. I need to do something to increase my earnings.
Well, the number one question I get is, why is auto insurance so expensive?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, we're in California. You look at the number of vehicles we have on the road, and that number does increase. Whether it's you driving or that rideshare operator who's now spending more hours on the road on a daily basis. We've got smartphones. We've got that distraction of driving. You know, I tell everybody, do me a favor, next time you're at a stoplight, look around. Look at the people next to you. What are they doing? Are they 10 and 2 on the steering wheel, or are they 10 and 1 hand on their cell phone looking and surfing the web? Are they involved in their infotainment on their car?
Yeah.
And then think about the products we have. We have rear view cameras. So people don't look behind them anymore. They look that way when they back up.
Yeah.
And cars are more expensive to fix. That drives the cost of insurance up, and people think the only way it's affordable is to lower their coverage. And that's not the way to do it. That's where we come in and we have conversations with people.
But I think that's what we were talking about, is that people, instead of raising their bar, they lowered their expectations and their responsibilities.
Correct.
So, all right, we'll be back in a couple of seconds. I guess this is the last segment. Yeah. Ooh, time flies. We'll be right back.
This is the entertainment answer. The power of faith and prayer drives the new PG-rated drama Breakthrough. When her 14-year-old son drowns in a lake, a faithful mother prays for him to come back from the brink of death and be healed.
And my son can hear you whether you believe it or not. So, from now on, I don't want anybody saying anything negative about his prognosis in this room.
Breakthrough, rated PG, in theaters April 17th. For this entertainment answer, I'm Matt Mungle.
Looking for an intimate, romantic getaway? Escape to Maui's premier bed and breakfast, The Plantation Inn, a quiet oasis in the heart of Lahaina town. Guest rooms and suites offer Hawaiian plantation decor, combined with modern amenities, and surrounded a serene courtyard with a pool, jacuzzi, and lush tropical foliage. The inn is located just steps from Lahaina's historic Front Street for an easy stroll to museums, galleries, shops, and restaurants. Call 667-9225 or visit theplantationinn.com and plan your getaway now.
We are the Debt Destroyer. Any debt you have, credit card, tax, student loan debt, call now to get our free report that tells you how to destroy your debt. It's a great resource. Plus, when you make this free call right now, we'll have a Debt Destroyer expert ready to help you. They can show you how they can help you destroy your debt and get your life back on track. Debt problems don't have to be overwhelming. You can live stress-free and debt-free. Credit cards, medical bills, IRS tax problems, even student loan debt. Learn about free programs offered by the credit card companies, hospitals, and even the government that can help you slash your debt. Call right now for free information, including our Debt Destroyer Guide, a $300 value, yours free. Call right now.
800-515-6348. 800-515-6348. That's 800-515-6348.
Hi, everyone. This is Fred Dreyer telling you about my favorite Italian restaurant. It's Angelo's and Vinci's in Fullerton, California. Angelo's and Vinci's has the best pasta, the best seafood, the best salad, spaghetti, lasagna, and the most incredible pizza. And the chicken is delicious. Marsala, piccata, cacciatore, parmigiana, and more. For desserts, try our spumoni or our tiramisu, my favorite, flown in fresh from Italy. And the cannolis and the zeppolis are out of this world. Open for lunch and dinner. And don't miss the Sunday champagne brunch, just $23.95. Are you kidding me? It's all up the road from Disneyland at 550 North Harbor Boulevard in Fullerton, California. Angelo's and Vinci's, like Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci. Call 714-879-4022 or visit us online at angeloandvincis.com.
All right, time flies. We are here with Mr. Phil Englander, and man, we cover a whole lot of territory.
We do, and there's so much more to cover.
I know. You know what? This has to continue. Obviously, this has to continue. But in the meantime, why are the differences in policies from one company to another so pronounced sometimes?
You know, it's some companies will try to throw in some products that have that wow factor. The point is, if you're involved in an accident or something where you're liably responsible, the bottom line is you want to make sure you have coverage. You don't need the frills. You don't need the added features sometimes. A lot of times, and that's what people don't understand. Everybody wants to have a better widget, right? When you build a product, and same thing with insurance, and everybody has their little quirks and their little added amenities. But one thing, we're a very strong company.
Yeah.
We've been around for a number of years, and the goal is that if you need us, we're going to be there.
Sounds good to me. Hey, listen, guys, for information about the show and for suggestions and whatever you want to let me know, lifestylebuzztoday@gmail.com. lifestylebuzztoday@gmail.com. journeysbysilverfox.com. For travel information, info@journeysbysilverfox.com, or go to our website, www.journeysbysilverfox.com. Mr. Phil, there is your car.
There is my car, my
Phil?
Electric Fiat. Yeah, I know. I've started that new hashtag ICPhil. We're very popular in the Simi Valley area, and people tend to take pictures and post me on Facebook. So I invite you to hashtag ICPhil whenever you see me in the area.
Well, there you have it, folks. I mean, what can I tell you? I'm looking at Phil. I don't need
you
to
see
call.
Phil.
I see Phil.
And I appreciate that. And any of your callers have questions, concerns, please feel free to call me. My number is 805-527-7262, or email me at phil@philsmyagent.com, or our website, www.philsmyagent.com. And we're located in Simi Valley, California, and I'm happy just to answer questions, review your existing policies, and give you my opinion on where we might be able to fill some of those gaps for you.
Can't get any better than that. And I have to tell you one thing, that from somebody who has needed insurance and several times, you hate when you have to pay the bill, the premium, but you are so relieved when all that comes back in the form of protection.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I got to tell you, it never fails. It never fails.
No.
The minute that you have a need for it, and all you have to do is call your agent or your policy or whatever, it's like a nice, soothing, fresh breath of air that kind of runs by you on the fact that you are covered, you're protected, and as long as you're above ground, man, you're able to move forward and have a good time.
Well, I always like to tell everybody, you can't hug an 800 number. But you can call me, and you can actually physically meet with me and give me a hug when you're...
You'll hug.
I'll hug them.
Hey, I got to tell you.
I'm full of hugs.
So Phil the Hugger is ready for you guys. You got all the information for you, and I'm going to be posting it on my website too. So listen, hey, happy Easter, happy Passover. Please be safe out there. All right? Don't go crazy. Just because now you know Phil, you can get insurance. Get insurance and then go crazy.
No, don't go crazy. Let's talk about that first.
Man, it's been such a pleasure having you here.
Thank you very much. It's always a pleasure being here.
Like I said, we need to make it more often. Because what you do is basically also what I try to tell my people about using a travel agency. You can go to the website and get a lot. You don't get the same quality of stuff. So anyway, people, be safe, be good, don't eat too much, and just tune in next week, okay? See you. Bye-bye.